Right. Carbohydrates, monosaccharides is complete. We are discussing about disaccharides. Disaccharides is going on in our portion. What is disaccharides? I told you, disaccharides are formed upon two monosaccharides binding each other. Two monosaccharides bind each other. They combine each other by forming a linkage. By forming a linkage called what? Glycosidic linkage. There is formation of a glycosidic linkage. When glycosidic linkage is formed, two monosaccharides are linked together and form a disaccharide. In previous class I told you, di means two, saccharides means sugars. Two sugars are combined to give a disaccharide. That is the point. Two sugars are combined. Di means two, saccharide means sugar. Two sugars. Sugar is what here? A monosaccharide is a sugar. So two monosaccharides or two sugars combine each other and form a disaccharide. That disaccharides are formed upon binding of two monosaccharides, and the bond formed between two monosaccharides on formation of disaccharide is called glycosidic linkage. The bond formed between two monosaccharides. Two monosaccharides join each other and there is formation of a disaccharide. That joining of two monosaccharides with the help of a bond, that bond is called as glycosidic linkage. What is glycosidic linkage? Not only this disaccharides, many compounds have glycosidic linkage. What is glycosidic linkage? A bond formed with a carbohydrate. If any carbohydrate is involved and there is formation of a bond, if a carbohydrate is involved in a bond, then that bond is called glycosidic linkage. Glycosidic bond. Here there is formation of different types of glycosidic bonds in disaccharides, and there is formation of different types of disaccharides. See here, if first you see one property, if we break that disaccharide, that will give two monosaccharides. If we breaking is hydrolysis. On hydrolysis, if we break the glycosidic bond on hydrolysis, a disaccharide gives two monosaccharides, or disaccharides give two monosaccharides. Two monosaccharides are released from a disaccharide on breaking of the glycosidic linkage. Take some examples. Suppose maltose. Maltose is very important disaccharide. This maltose is also called malt sugar. Malt sugar because it is richly present in malted cells. When starch is there in cells, that starch is broken down into some form called as maltose. So it is formed during hydrolysis of starch. Maltose is formed during hydrolysis of starch. See here how maltose is formed means, I am writing here a monosaccharide structure. Try to find what is that monosaccharide. What is this monosaccharide? Glucose. Yes. Very good. And what is the type of that glucose? Is it alpha glucose or beta glucose? Whether it is alpha glucose or beta glucose. Beta sir, alpha sir, beta sir, house sir, beta sir, Vaisika. It is not beta. What is alpha beta forms I told you? At anomeric carbon. Anomeric carbon means a functional group carbon. In aldose, anomeric carbon is first carbon. That means glucose is an aldose. That means in glucose, at first carbon, anomeric carbon, functional group carbon, if hydroxyl group is on right side, then it is called alpha glucose. If hydroxyl group is on left side, then it is called beta glucose. Here where it is present? Here hydroxyl group is present on right side. Hydroxyl group is present on right side. So it is alpha glucose. This is alpha glucose. This one, video is struck. Now it is clear. This is alpha glucose. This is also one alpha glucose. Both are alpha glucoses. I wrote alpha glucose name only. Nothing is there in bottom. So both alpha glucoses are there. Between that alpha glucoses, hydroxyl groups are here. Now this hydroxyl group, this hydroxyl group. They involve in dehydration. By elimination of a water molecule, they both join together. They both join together and there is a formation of a bond. A bond is formed between two glucoses upon dehydration or removal of a water molecule between two hydroxyl groups. See here how this hydroxyl groups are eliminating water molecule means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. Here where there is elimination of water molecule and there is formation of a bond. A bond is formed between first carbon of first sugar and the fourth carbon of second sugar. And it is alpha glucose, that is alpha glucose. So this glycosidic bond is named as alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. So we can write maltose as alpha glucose 1,4 glycosidic linkage alpha glucose. If two alpha glucoses are joined by 1,4 glycosidic linkage, then the resulting disaccharide is maltose. Okay, do you understand how to name the glycosidic linkage? First we need to write type of sugar, whether it is alpha sugar or beta sugar. Whether it is alpha sugar or beta sugar we need to write. Then the position of carbons between which glycosidic linkage is formed. First carbon of first sugar and fourth carbon of second sugar are involved. So 1,4 glycosidic linkage. This is alpha 1, this is alpha 4. Alpha 1, alpha 4 glycosidic linkage is formed. So we can write alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. Like that, names are given to glycosidic linkage. Glycosidic linkages are given names based on the type of sugar and number of carbons that are involved in formation of glycosidic bond. Okay? Do you understand? Yes, right. Note down the structure. remaining disaccharides. Some examples are there. That name of that disaccharide and type of the bond I may give. Structures not needed. Then this is first one. Second disaccharide. Second disaccharide is very popularly known and it is very common. What we use? Sucrose, sugar, which is also called as cane sugar, which is also called table sugar. Sucrose is also called cane sugar or table sugar. Here, how it is formed means glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose, they are linked by alpha 1 beta 2 glycosidic linkage. By forming an alpha 1 beta 2 glycosidic linkage, glucose and fructose are joined. That results in formation of sucrose. Sucrose is formed upon linking of a glucose molecule with a fructose molecule by forming alpha 1 beta 2 glycosidic linkage. What is sugar? Its content. What are the monosaccharides and the type of bond? That is enough. Here structure is not needed. In chemistry you may need the structure. Sucrose, then lactose. Lactose, which is also called as milk sugar, which is richly present in milk. Sucrose. Sucrose, which is present in sugar cane, which is found in honey also. Honey. In honey, sucrose is present more. Sources of sucrose. Here, it is present in malt cereals, that's why it is called as malt sugar. It is formed during hydrolysis of starch. It is richly present in malt cereals, so it is called as, write that point. Richly, is it visible? Yeah. Richly found in malt cereals. cereals. Malt, M-A-L-T. Richly present in malt cereals. So the bond between alpha glucose and beta fructose gives sucrose. Yeah. Alpha glucose, beta fructose. Alpha glucose means first carbon of alpha glucose and second carbon of beta glucose are joined. That gives sucrose. Here sucrose is richly present in sugarcane, beetroot. Beetroot also has a sugarcane less, but not fully. Honey has a rich content of sugarcane. Then lactose, which is also called as milk sugar. Here galactose, glucose. Galactose and glucose are linked by beta 1, beta 4. That means beta 1,4 linkage. Beta galactose, beta glucose, they are linked by forming this one. Richly found in malt cereals. Maltose is richly present in malt cereals. Malt cereals. Cereals means grains, you know. That grains, if they are powdered and when they are germinating or powdered form, they have more content of this maltose. Lactose. Galactose, glucose, they are linked by beta 1, beta 4 glycosidic linkage. Beta 1 galactose. That means first carbon in beta galactose and fourth carbon in beta glucose. Galactose glucose, the bond formed is beta 1,4. So they are joined, they are linked together and there is formation of lactose. Then isomaltose. Isomaltose. Iso means similar. Isomer. It is isomer of maltose. So it is called as isomaltose. Isomaltose is also a hydrolysis product of starch. During breakdown of starch, there is formation of another sugar called isomaltose, which is a disaccharide. Here how it is formed? Glucose, two glucoses, they are linked by alpha 1, alpha 6 linkage. Maltose, how maltose is formed? Glucose and glucose are joined by alpha 1,4 linkage. Here also glucose only. Here also two glucoses only, but the two glucoses are linked by alpha 1, alpha 6 linkage. First carbon of first sugar, sixth carbon of second sugar, they are involved in bond. That is what? Isomaltose. Isomaltose is formed like this. As it is made up of two glucoses which is similar to that, that's why it is called as isomaltose. Maltose has the two glucoses. This also has the two glucoses. There 1,4 bond, but here 1,6 bond. That's why the name is given as isomaltose. This is about different monosaccharides. Yeah, complete? Then third category of carbohydrates. Oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides or oligosaccharides we can say. What are these oligosaccharides means? These are carbohydrates which are formed with 3 to 10 monosaccharides. Only one sugar is there means that is monosaccharide. If two monosaccharides are there or two sugars are there, then it is called as a disaccharide. If the sugars which are present in this carbohydrate if it is 3 to 10, then it is called oligosaccharide. A oligosaccharide or an oligosaccharide is made up of 3 to 10 monosaccharides. An oligosaccharide is made up of 3 to 10 monosaccharides. 3 to 10 monosaccharides are linked each other side by side or like branches. I will tell you. They are called as oligosaccharides. Based on the 3 or 4 or 5 like that. 3 sugars are there means that is oligosaccharide. 4 sugars are there means that is also oligosaccharide. These are not naturally occurring. These are not naturally produced. These are not naturally produced. Whereas monosaccharides and disaccharides are naturally present. They are present, they are produced naturally. Suppose sucrose is there. Sucrose is produced by sugarcane. Sucrose is produced in honey. That is a natural sugar. But these are not naturally. These are formed on breakdown of polysaccharides. When polysaccharides are breaking down, From that polysaccharides, there is formation of oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides will be produced upon breakdown or hydrolysis of polysaccharides. Okay, and this oligosaccharides again based on number of monosaccharides. Is it visible? Yeah. Based on number of monosaccharides. 3 monosaccharides are there means that is oligosaccharide. 4 monosaccharides are means that is also oligosaccharide. Up to 10 that is also a oligosaccharide. These are again divided into trisaccharides. Trisaccharides means which have 3 monosaccharides. Three monosaccharides are present. Three monosaccharides are present. Normally 2 monosaccharides are linked by one glycosidic bond. Here 3 monosaccharides are linked by forming 2 glycosidic bonds. They are called as trisaccharides. Example for this, glucomaltose. Maltose, 2 monosaccharides, 2 glucoses are joined. There is formation of maltose by alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage. But to that maltose, if one more glucose is added, then it is called as glucomaltose, which is trisaccharide. Ribinose, raffinose, rannose. These are some examples to trisaccharides. Here names are enough. Trisaccharides are not naturally, they are not important. No need. Glucomaltose means what are the sugars, what is the glycosidic bond, that is not needed here. Only glycosidic bonds are related to disaccharides and then coming polysaccharides. Then tetrasaccharides. These tetrasaccharides, they are formed with 4 monosaccharides. 4 monosaccharides are joined together means there is formation of this one, a tetrasaccharide. Example for this tetrasaccharide, maltotetravose or glucotetravose, maltotetravose. Oh, right, glucotetravose. Glucotetravose or maltotetravose, both are the same. We can write maltotetravose or glucotetravose. One second. Maltotetravose, you can write. Corodose, stachyose, corodose and maltotetravose. These are examples of tetrasaccharides. Like that, penta, 5 monosaccharides. Pentasaccharides means 5 monosaccharides. Like that, up to 10 monosaccharides are there means then it is called decasaccharide. If a carbohydrate is made up of 3 to 10 monosaccharide, then it is called as oligosaccharide. In that oligosaccharide, if 3 monosaccharides are there, then it is called what? Trisaccharide. 3 monosaccharides are there means trisaccharide. Examples: glucomaltose,